It's all kicking off at Madrid. Everything is everywhere. Ruben Diaz might be coming. Cavadio might be coming. Mateo Nunes. Nico Pires want to stay at Como. Vinicius Jr. looking for his way out. It's all happening. Messi could be coming in this thing. It is kicking up. But before we get into all of that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, it's kicking off in Madrid. We saw the 150 million bid, right? And I told you what that could mean for Vinicius Jr. But before we get into Vinicius Jr. and all of that is happening with him and Madrid, now let's talk about the other people that Madrid are linked with right now, right? Ruben Diaz has also been linked to Real Madrid. They may gather pace now with the Florentino Perez and Jose Mourinho era. Now, Josh Mendes, which is the what's it called, the agent, the super agent, right, from Portugal. He's representing Ronaldo and all of those good names. George Mendes has offered Ruben Diaz, Mateo Fernandez, and Mateo Nunes to Real Madrid, right? Now, we all know Real Madrid is in for a center back, a left back, and at least a midfielder as well. And yes, another one, right? Real Madrid consider Josko Vardio as the perfect defender. The player fits the left back, center back hybrid they are looking for. He also has a renewal offer from Manchester City. Now, him, right? Listen, if they go for him, I think he's perfect. He's actually the defender I'm looking for. I would take as Chelsea. And remember when Chelsea was linked with him, I wanted him, right? He's good on the ball, can play as a left back, can play as a center back. And he was going to be perfect for that Thomas Tuchel system, especially considering we were playing with three in the back. Then we don't necessarily have to worry because we can also put him as a left back if we actually do need him to, right? It would have worked. But now we're seeing Mateo Nunes and Mateus Fernandez. Mateus Fernandez, right? If Madrid goes in for him, that simply means they're not going to be going in for Fernandez. And we all know they want Fernandez. So the Mateo Nunes, I don't think that, not Nunes, but Mateo Fernandez, I'm not sure that will happen depending on how the conversation and the negotiation with Chelsea goes, right? That would be my guess. And considering the fact that Xabi Alonso and Chelsea, right, are not in hurry to get rid of Fernandez, Xabi Alonso will love to keep him, right? Chelsea are not in hurry to sell him, considering the fact that he's there to 2030, 2033, or 32 or 31. Either one of them. So they're not in hurry, and they know they will cash in whenever they want, and they want 120 million for him. So that could be a very long discussion, right? So if that doesn't go through, Mateus Fernandez from West Ham could be the alternative, and I won't be against that for Madrid. I think he's decent, right? He's okay. He's show good level. And Mateus Nunes, right? I would rather them go in for a proper fullback. Now I know they are already linked with Dumfries from Inter, and I would take him at Madrid, and I think that would be a good move for them. But is this what Madrid need right now? And I definitely do think so, right? So if they go in for them now, Ruben Diaz as a center back, now I'm not quite sure about that. I don't really know the level of Ruben Diaz. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's terrible. I think he's right there. But considering the fact they are also linked with what's his name, Konate, and he's free, I think Madrid definitely gonna go for Konate over Ruben Diaz, and I won't blame them for that. So now they're gonna go for Konate over Ruben Diaz. They're gonna go for what's his name, Dumfries over what's his name, Mateo Nunes, right? Because it's cheaper. And then they're also going to go for Enzo Fernandez. That would be my guess. I don't think none of those people over there are going to be going to Madrid, especially those three. Now, Cavadio, on the other hand, that could happen, right? But he also have an offer from City to renew his contract and to extend his contract. So we'll see how that goes. And now we hear this, right, about Nico Pires. He came out to say what he had to say too. Well, now what came out to say what he had to say, but it was more like along the line like this. Nico Pires preferred to stay at Como next season. He loved Real Madrid. He also believed that he can play every match at Como next season and develop, then return to Real Madrid at the right moment. The final decision is up to Jose Mourinho. Now, him, right? I would rather him stay another season than bring him to Madrid right now. If he stay at Como, he gets to play every single minute like it is, right? Like like he's saying and he believe, and I think he definitely will be playing. And they get to play Champions League football as well. So he's going to be playing at the highest level, right? Getting all of the experience that he needs to get in terms of transfer, not transfer, in terms of playing at the highest level, so that when he gets to Madrid, he's ready, like he's fully ready and ready, right? So there won't be a whole lot of things that he have to sit on the bench, because if you take him right now, he have to sit on the bench, right? The lack of Bellingham playing, Ada Gula possibly, right? Valverde, all of them going to be playing ahead of him. They're going to be preferred ahead of him. But if he's outside getting the meaning that he needs to be getting, that's good for him and also good for Madrid. When he gets there, he's ready like himself, and then he can possibly be in the starting 11. But then it also depends again. If Madrid gets in a left winger, I mean a right winger, then I think he should definitely stay. If they don't, I think he would be a good option. Mustatuano, we all know Madrid's looking to not necessarily offload him, but send him on loan. But Nico Paz, I think would be good. But we also know he can play in that 10 position, which is where he play at Como. But I don't think playing him off the right would be also far off as well. So I know he can do that. But we will see what Madrid decide to do. What would you do? What would you rather, if you're a Madrid fan or not a Madrid fan? Would you let him stay at Como? Would you bring him back? Would you bring him to Madrid? Let me know. If you Jose Mourinho, what will your decision be? Basically, let me know about that. Now we move, right? Speaking about right winger, and yesterday, when I did the video about Alvarez, I also mentioned that Madrid have to go in the market and get themselves a right winger. Now, I don't know who exactly it's going to be, because we all know they are not getting Olise, at least not this summer. Now, in the future, maybe, because we all know Madrid are those people. If they have their eye on you, they're going to keep their eye on you until they get you, right? Florentino Perez is that guy. We know it's not going to be Olise. But yes, this guy name that came up today, and I'm not against this. Breaking, Jose Mourinho has told Perez to sign a right winger. Now, we all know Madrid needs this. He has requested Mason Greenwood. Now, with all honesty, with whatever you have against this guy, whatever thing he did in the past, right? Put that aside. Let's talk about his footballing ability and his footballing quality, right? He is good. He should be playing at an elite club. He should be playing at an elite club. Listen, I know he comes with a baggage in the sense like he has serious attitude problem as well, right? He's not the most disciplined person, not in terms of his footballing ability, but in terms of attitude, right? Madrid taking him right now is good. They should get him. He is good. I think being on that left side, or not left side, but on that right side would be good. And it will minimize the problem that is currently at Madrid. In a sense like that, because if you bring in the Alvarez, then you have to move in Vinícius to the right side, which would be his less preferred position. But if you bring him in, right, Greenwood, you stick him on the right side, and then you stick Vinícius where Vinícius wants to play out of way, and then Mbappe take the position that Mbappe is in. Listen, there isn't much of a movement, and there isn't much of a chaos at Madrid. Everybody's happy, and you keep that pushing. Mason Greenwood, I think, would be perfect, would be good for Madrid. And he might even enter the competition, what's it called? The conversation with Olise if everything kicks up at Madrid for him under Jose Mourinho. Who knows? Anything can happen. But I would definitely want Madrid to get him. Now, last but not the least, right? Vinícius Jr. This came out about the Giza. Now that's it. But let me know your thoughts about the Mason Greenwood situation. Would you take Mason Greenwood at Madrid, or what would you do? Let me know. Now let's talk about Vinícius Jr. This came out right here. Breaking. Vinícius Jr. has decided to leave Real Madrid for free if no new contract is offered. So the man has made his peace that he's willing to leave it. The intention is still to renew, but Vinicius is prepared to run down his deal. So the man is not in hurry. The brother is not in hurry. The brother can leave if he wants to leave, right? And the man is saying, and right now, if Vinicius Jr. is on the market as a free agent, you best believe somebody is getting him. And I can tell you that somebody will for sure be PSG. Imagine, right, the PSG team right now. Either PSG or Bayern. PSG or Bayern. PSG or Bayern. If PSG gets him, it's a wrap. Let's just say it like that. It's a wrap. If Bayern gets him, that's also a very big problem, right? Now, we hear rumor about him going to Arsenal potentially. Is that even going to happen? I don't think so. But do I think he's going to leave Madrid? I don't think so. Now, he probably want the money that Mbappe is on, and I don't think Madrid is willing to give him that. Now he's looking at his performance on the pitch, right? And he's doing great, but he's not scoring the goals Mbappe is scoring. That's one. Two, and the what's it called in terms of commercial sales, right? Mbappe is doing far better than he is doing Vinícius Jr. So I understand why he wants to ask or demand the money that Mbappe is or somewhere close to it. But equally so, the input that Mbappe is giving to Real Madrid, he Vinicius is not giving that. So now, as much as they like him and they want to keep him and they know he's good, right? They also know he's not on the same level as Mbappe, because now guess what? If this thing goes around and Mbappe decide to renew or they decide to extend Mbappe contract, they know they're about to pay an arm and a leg. Is Vinicius good? Yes. I don't know what his wage is right now, right? He's possibly around, I'm guessing, 3, 4, or 500K a week, right? Now, if you pull him out there on a 500K a week, I don't think he's on a 500K a week, but if you pull him out there on a 500K a week, that should be good. And maybe Madrid is also trying to manage their book or watch their books and keep things, nice and tidy. But Vinicius Jr. becoming a free agent in 2027. Ooh. Oof. Hopefully Chelsea's in the Champions League by then, because by then I'm definitely advocating that we go get this brother. We go and get Vinícius Jr. Listen, it's a wrap for everybody in the league. That's all I get to say. Premier League, you're in trouble. If we get Vinícius Jr., we already have Esteval. We have what's his name? João Pedro. Listen, we get the Brazilian front three. Call it a day. It's a wrap. We win everything. You hear it here first. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, let me know your thoughts about everything we discussed. In Vinícius Jr. Would you rather see him leave Madrid? Who else? Mason Greenwood, Nico Paez, the Man City boys. Would you take them out of Madrid if you're a Madrid fan? If you're not a Madrid fan, let me know your thoughts down below. What would you do, right? What would you advise that Madrid do? Thank you very much. See you in the next video, right? Listen, there's much coming your way, that's for sure. Adios, mi amigos. Thanks.